The continued revelations of tax evasion schemes like the Paradise Papers prompted the EU to crack down on tax havens around the world. A list of countries to watch for has been compiled, and South Korea is included in that list. Seoul strongly objects to the move. Our Lee Jeong-yeon has the full story.
The European Union came up with a list of 17 countries that it classed as tax havens on Wednesday. South Korea and the United Arab Emirates were among these countries, which the EU named, quote, non-compliant jurisdictions. The EU said South Korea has harmful preferential tax regimes and is not committed to amending or abolishing them.
The EU took issue with tax benefits for foreign companies operating in free economic zones and the transparency of the company's activities.
The EU further claimed countries on its list have not committed to implementing the OECD's new framework for tax evasion or complied with international standards on automatic exchange of information. South Korea's finance ministry slammed the EU's decision in a press release, saying being listed as a tax haven is not in accordance with internationally agreed standards, as the EU had agreed to the international tax reform measures at the G20 summit back in February, and that imposing EU criteria on non-EU countries also poses the risk of violating taxation sovereignty. But what does being on the blacklist really mean for South Korea?
If Korean government decided to change tax regulation, transparency, then there's a potential that those already existing foreign companies in free economic zone might move abroad. And second thing is that, as I said, European Union decision on this blacklist would have a significant negative effect upon the European investment into Korea.
The expert adds that considering about 1/3 of foreign investment into South Korea comes from the EU, the blow to the Korean financial market would be, quote, not trivial. For now, opinions differ on what should be done with these listed countries. Some say they should face some kind of sanction, while others say being listed is enough motivation for them to reform. But one thing experts agree on is that the South Korean government needs to act fast in order to minimize any negative impact on the local economy. Lee Jeong-yeon, Arirang News.